That's magic. Alright guys, just finished the game. I'm just gonna show you the build, what each item is for, and how I think you should build Vamana. This is a Vamana go-to guide. Although I haven't been playing ranked with him yet, I am trying to just, play normal conquest, see how far I get with him. So this is his stats, if you guys are interested in that. Not very much magical protection, but if you didn't know about Vamana, his passive is that his physical protections turns into damage and attack speed. So the more physical protections you have, the more damage and the faster you hit. And yeah, those are the stats for him. He gets up to 2 attack speed. And if you get blue buff with the purple tiki, that is, I think you will get to 2.03 attack speed total. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, and if you get purple buff, I don't really take purple buff. Normally just go for my blue, then dash towards my team. And I'm just gonna explain. So, this is what we got. Starter item. If you guys don't know what this actually looks like, it's simply just Warrior's Axe. And then we follow the right path, which is the Axe of Animosity. This gives us health, physical protection, magical protection, and some crowd control. Your basic deals bonus damage equal to 2.5 of your maximum health as magical damage to your enemies and structures. I don't really care about that passive. I just use it because I know I need a little more magical protections, because you can't go in and try to gank the mid laner, and you don't want to take massive damage from the Guardian, so you need a little bit of magical protections. That's why I mainly go that way. This one does give you physical power and you steal protections, but I think this is more for sustain, especially health. Vamana needs the health for this build. Damage could be nice, but I haven't really tried anything else. So the next item you want to build is Phalanx. Alright. This, in short, the passive is just it. When minions are there in your lane, you attack faster. And you get more protections. So, when the minions are there, this is your time to just clear the wave as fast as possible. You're the enemy wave, and then just whack him. If he's hiding underneath tower, you just go straight for Tiki, let the wave fight itself, and then if he never comes out, that's completely fine. You just keep doing the Tiki. Once you finish that, clear the wave, and then get to the other buffs. So this is, I think, very crucial for Vamana early game. His attack speed is his damage, so you need, he mainly does his R2s. Next is the Berserker Shield. I mainly get this because of the attack speed and how much physical protections it gives. I believe 50 is the most, other than Breastplate of Valor. I think that one gives 55, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this should be the best. This is the next item that I'll give because it's physical protections, which in turn gives you attack speed and power. And then on top of that, you get a bonus 25% attack speed. After that, you're going to get Serrated Edge. One huge flaw in Vamana right now is that he doesn't have enough speed. So if you just build the normal build that the game has for you, you will literally, that is default, you will literally not be able to catch up to your enemy. When you're pressing R2, you move slower. So you need movement speed to keep up with people trying to flee from you, especially the jungler. If you go against a Thanatos with these two same items, then it'll be fairly difficult to stay with them. So Serrated Edge is good because it gives you physical penetration. So if you're stuck and you're still fighting in solo lane, you'll break through his physical defense. Movement speed, which we need for staying with the enemy so we can smack down. And lifesteal. Lifesteal, I don't think you really need it, but it does help with lane sustain if you're attacking the minions. It does help, I'm not gonna lie. Especially from mana buff, you do get a little positive, but I don't really care about the lifesteal. It's just the penetration, the power, and the movement speed. Then you go for Shadow's Drinks. Drinker. This gives you 10% movement speed, penetration, and physical power. This is what we need. And the passive allows you to move 30% faster after killing an enemy god. So this is perfect. You kill somebody, you're in your alt form, you can keep going if there's someone nearby. You move even faster. So 30% plus 10% plus 7%. Can you do the math? I can't. So we're going to keep going. So the last item is going to be Echavilo. This one, normally I forgot the other bow, but there was other bows here before, and I believe it's in the same spot as this one. I wouldn't really build the other bows because you need yeah, I just wouldn't build them. But this one allows you to gain physical power, and reducing the physical power from your enemies. Now that's the full build you want to have. After that, you need health pots, I would say 3. And to start, 3 health pots, 1 mana pot, because sometimes you do run out of mana with Vamana. And late game, when you finish your build and you get your starter item to max, you need to change this item. This item isn't very good late game because you're not going to always be with minions. So instead, you should just use Contagion as a good choice if they have a lot of lifesteal enemies. If you want to make your enemies slower, which is not a bad shout, you can use... Where's the hammers? Frostbound Hammer. This does a 30 unit shockwave and makes them 25% slower, and their attack speed is 25% slower. So if you see the other team building a whole lot of attack speed, like the carry is trying to hit max attack speed, build this item. It will definitely make a change. And technically you could put this one in for one of the movement speed items, but I think you should just, if you think you can do more damage and you're good with getting in, getting out without dying, this is a risky item because you're getting rid of your defense for offense, but if that's what it calls for, this is a great item. And the last one that I recommend is, sometimes you gotta look at your support's build as well, because sometimes your support will also help you out with determining what you should build. So if he has anti-lifesteal already, you don't need anti-lifesteal. If he has anti-crit, then you don't need anti-crit. But if he doesn't have one of them, you should get the opposite of his. So look at the enemy, see if they have crit. If they don't have crit, if they do have crit, get spectral. And same thing for contagion. If there's a bunch of, like, if you run into an Aphrodite, Anubis, or they're just building, you can get IXL as well. If they're just also building lifesteal, also just get contagion, because this will help you when you're fighting them, because you're going pound for pound. You want to attack them faster than they can heal. Lastly, we're just gonna go over abilities. For this list, your one should be your umbrella. I was always doing the armored umbrella, and I thought it was just because, hey, it does more damage, but when your umbrella hit comes back in the third ability, it does the same amount of damage again. So that automatically just is better than your two. So you want to go 3, 2, 1, unlock all the abilities, just so. Then 3, 5, 3, get the 3 max as fast as possible. Then your 2, don't really care about your ult. And then your ult, then your 1, and that's it. This is the attack ability I would pick. That would be the order. Mainly just try to max out your 3, then your 2, then your ult, and then your 1. 20% physical protection turned into power. 15% physical protections turned into attack speed. This makes him overpowered. This is all for my how to build guide. Go ahead and try that build, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Have a blessed one.